So the past couple of days, when we've been watching, basically the whole MAGA movement and potentially even Donald Trump's cabinet team, pretty much just go to war with each other just at the drop of a hat. Um, I never thought it would go this far to a point where you have a full blown MAGA civil war. Now, this continues basically from our video yesterday about Vivek Ramaswamy saying that, oh, no, you don't understand, guys. We really need H1B visas. They're really good. It helps with America. It's a really good thing. Meanwhile, of course, you've got the other MAGA people who are on the other side who are like, no, America first, America first, America first, America for Americans. Basically, full on racists. That's it. And the thing is, on X or Twitter, as we should properly give its proper name, Twitter, Elon has been cultivating these people. He has given them platforms, voices, everything they can. He has coddled them for the past 3 years, saying, patting them on the head, oh, bravo, good, yeah. And yet, maybe you'd think this might be the point where Elon might turn around and go, maybe those advertisers have a point. Maybe they've got a point. Because honestly, the last 24 hours have been, oh my, oh my, indeed. They have been hilarious. So, before we do get going on to this, please do remember to click on the like, share, and subscribe button. And again, down below, the links to the Patreon page, North Dacia link where you can buy me coffee. And again, thank you very much for buying me coffee. If you do buy me one. And of course, there's the Patreon page, the YouTube thank you button. And of course, there's the Pony Club down below as well. And of course, we have done the big review of 2024. So if you want access to that, go check out the Patreon page. Go check out the Pony Club down below. And like I say, it's like a 2-hour video of 2024. Because again, a lot of stuff happened in 2024. It's been a fun year. But back to this. So what's happened? First of all, we've got to explain what a H-1B visa is. This is, again, American immigration stuff. But a H-1B visa is basically if you are educated to a certain level and a company wants to hire you, like a tech company, because you've got a computer science degree or something like that, you can come over as long as you work for that company. And a lot of people have rightly been pointing out that this H-1B visa program highly exploitative, that all these foreign workers that do come over on a H-1B visa, well, they get exploited. Oh yeah, by the way, you have to work 14-hour days, because if you don't, well, we'll fire you. And then if we do, it's a phone call to ICE. You get deported. Bye-bye. That is how this program works. That is how these people have been exploited through this visa program for years. But many companies, as again, a lot of suddenly people on the right have figured out, oh, people like Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, all these tech companies that Elon Musk is basically repping at this moment, yeah, they all use H-1B visas to exploit their workers. And yet now they're turning around saying, oh, but why aren't you investing in American talent? Like, and you're like, guys, do you know how bad the American education system, do you know how bad it has become? Not because of the Democrats, but because of the Republicans. Because the Republicans have been destroying the American education system for years. School choice is now the latest thing that they've got, where basically every child basically gets tagged of how much they would, be worth through an educational establishment. So instead of, well, going to a state-funded school, that child and that money now potentially gets sent to a private school. And honestly, if you've heard some of the stories about some of these private schools, some of them turn out to be scams. they're just absolutely awful in many cases. And unfortunately, state education, the state-run schools, um, basically lose out on money um, because of this, and American education suffers. And this goes on not only through early years education, um, you know, sort of secondary school, college. Although I don't think they have that in, I'm using sort of English terminology, but we have secondary school, etc. Primary, secondary, on through to sort of college, university. Republicans don't invest in that, and yet you have all these people screaming, saying you should invest in American talent. Well, the Republicans aren't doing that. They've never done that. They've been fundamentally the party that has resisted doing that at every single turn. Instead, doing everything they possibly can to trash the American education system and not even do anything to invest in any, like state sponsored training programs or anything like that. There's just nothing. And yet, finally, maybe you'd think maybe many these MAGA people might turn around and realize, oh, maybe it was just that the Republicans who were just really bad all along. No, they've turned on Elon Musk. They are now blaming him. They are now blaming the tech bros. In fact, there was a 3-hour conversation, a 3-hour Twitter space that took space, where we now know that Elon was actually in there pretending to be someone else. He even had a voice changer on to try and hide his identity. But yeah, he was talking again with with that crowd, and they are saying some incredibly racist things, but Elon Musk shockingly challenges them on it, and of course they don't stick to their position. Um, you know, I won't run through it all, but it's if you've ever heard a racist MAGA American, well, you know probably what they would have said, and Elon actually challenged them, saying, "Yeah, actually, no, that's quite racist. Yeah, you're probably the reason why." In fact, one of the guys he said, "You're probably the reason why um, a lot of political theories get called racist." um, but yeah, it was kind of very very funny to honestly see this, but whether these people will actually realize, turn around and think, oh, actually, hold on a second. You know, it's not actually Elon. Elon's just using the system in the Republican Party he has pumped money into to pay for to get these sort of returns. You'd think maybe some of these people would wake up to that and realize that Donald Trump isn't actually fighting for them. He's not going to return the country to them. No, of course not. I don't expect to see that. Maybe there might be some cracks, maybe form in the MAGA scene. Maybe you might see some realize that, maybe wake up from that and maybe walk away from it. I doubt it. Or at least there might be some, but it won't be in, shall we say, significant numbers. Um, but yeah, this is just yet another chapter in this sort of this Trump presidency, and it hasn't even started yet. But there you go. So, as always, let me know what you think about this, because ultimately I think this could rumble on for quite some time. Many of these people in the MAGA movement are now trying to sort of force Elon Musk out of his position, like force him away from Trump, get Trump to like dump him. That ain't gonna happen. Um, not with the amount of money he's received from Elon Musk. Do you really think that's going to be different? And yet, once again, this exemplifies everything that is bad with American politics, everything that these MAGA people sort of complain about. And yet, you're voting for the party supporting the guy who 110% engages in this. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. And of course, as always, we'll see you all next time.